Uh-oh. Damn game. Yo, girls and guys. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another Mike on the Mic special. As promised, I said I was gonna do a little indie game roundup for 2024. Like, if you've heard me talk before, I don't really even like calling indie games anymore, because most of the time I am playing an indie game, so... Unless I'm playing Halo, but... That's not even a new game, so... Might as well be a fucking indie game. It's a dead game, you know? But anyways... This might be one of the last commentaries for a while, unless something comes up that's worth talking about. Momodora might be worth it, I don't know. But I got a list of games here we're gonna talk about. You know, sorry I'm not putting footage in the video and stuff. I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk my channel. I would like to do it and take it a little more serious, because I am quite a indie game player compared to most people, I would guess. But yeah, I'm not gonna. It's a lot of extra work, and it's not really gonna give me that many more views. Probably would give me a couple thousand, but it's not like gonna change my whole life or anything, so I'm not gonna do that. But I do want to be a guy who talks about these games a lot, shares these games, plays these games, those types of things. That's what matters more to me than being some news channel, you know. It's not really who I am. But it is kind of fun to be a little bit of a news guy, you know. It's nice to have some stuff that I'm interested in be popping off, like indie games, and it's gotten better the last few years, I feel like. There's been a lot of delays in a lot of games, but there's also been a lot of good games, so. A lot of good games for cheap as well. Indie games usually end up going for like $10 on Steam in the first year. They start out at like 25, maybe 20 bucks, 30 bucks. And they come down to like 10, 15 real quick. And then games like this, you could argue, are worth the price of a $40 Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, for sure. But yeah, we're gonna chat for a sec. I'm actually gonna turn down the audio just a bit for now. Probably gonna be way too quiet for you guys, but whatever. Does that even work? We'll chat for a bit, play for a little bit, and then we'll be on our way. So I'm just gonna go through these games really quick, and, you know, it's up to you if you want to look them up and stuff. I'm assuming after a couple of years of doing this, like, I'll have more of a following that follows me for my love of indie games and not like other stuff. So I'll actually have some of you guys to talk to about it eventually, but for now we're just kind of building up the foundation of the kind of YouTube channel I want. Even if this channel doesn't end up being like my long-term channel, it's got a lot of videos, and I had it for a couple of years. That meant a lot, so, you know, it's good enough. So yeah, some indie games coming out next year that we're most likely gonna buy most of these very early on in their life. A lot of them are probably going to be big games for the channel that we take really serious. Kind of like this game. I'm taking this game pretty serious because I'm having a lot of fun. It's one of those games where if you judge it by its cover, you'd be wrong, because as it goes along, the boss fights get better, the combat gets better, the locales, the traps, the platforming, it all gets better, so it's like... Yeah, you could get really bored with that first hour of gameplay because you're just a cynic, and you just... I know, I'm like that too sometimes. Like with Tarnishing of Juxtia. That game's probably not the worst thing ever, but I'm picky, and I draw the line somewhere, you know. But yeah, some games coming out next year, at least they say they're coming out next year. Eterna Luctus, I'm just gonna call it Eterna Luctus because it sounds better. Eterna. I still wish it was I kind of wish it was called Eternia. I don't know, that sounds a little better to me. But Eterna Luctus. That game's obviously gonna be good. There's like no doubt that it's gonna surpass the first one, and the first one was good, was really good, and had a lot of good things about it. Could go on and on about that game. It was one of those games where it was like a Metroidvania for Metroidvania fans, and it was done well, and the graphics are cool. Because it had, you know what I mean? Like, it has those Path of Pain, Hollow Knight vibes. It has those Dark Souls, don't know where to go next. Like, let's explore a couple different areas vibes. All while having its own, kind of brought its own new style of graphics to the Metroidvania genre. And now the games like this are following in its Afterimage, no, following in its footsteps. No, that was dumb. Momodora, obviously. Outrider Mako. I don't know some of these games, so I'm not going to talk about them, but I just know that I'm interested in them. Like, I don't know them off the top of my head exactly what kind of game it is. Sandro Gomez, that kind of looks like a retro-inspired, like a Super Nintendo-inspired action platformer. I don't really know. With some character action elements, whatever that means. I don't know exactly. Shrine's Legacy. Something about the Shrine series. I don't know much about that. Saviorless. I think that's a Metroidvania. Crude. That's a Metroidvania. With an interesting art style. Hopefully that game turns out because the art style is pretty cool. I think it's way different than pretty much any art style in any Metroidvania ever. It's almost like Donkey Kong bullshit. I still think Donkey Kong and like Mario need more games like this, but it would be really it would be really interesting to see like a Metroidvania but with Mario. You know what I mean? So it's a Metroidvania much like Afterimage, but then there is levels hidden inside the game, or not hidden. Maybe some of them are hidden. And these would act more like a traditional Mario game. And there would be various reasons to do these levels. Progression, extra items. I just think there's a lot of potential there. For the type of game that people would go crazy for. There's a game called Anelia. I don't know exactly what that is. I think it's another Metroidvania. Sulaco, that's a boomer shooter type game that looks good. Phantom Fury, obviously. If you don't know that by now, you're out of the loop. Bo, I found out what that game was called. I think it's called Bo. It might be called like Ba or like Bao, or I don't know. It's got like one of those accent marks over the O. But Bo, Path of the Teal Lotus. Hopefully that game turns out. Blood Engine looked like a stylized, I think it was a Metroidvania, I forget now. Ayuden Chronicle. It's like RPG that I was interested in. There's a lot more, and I obviously have been out of the loop for a bit on indie games. As far as like new stuff for 2023, I really didn't look at it a lot. Most of the indie games I know about are stuff that I found out about in 2021 and 2022. I don't know what I'm saying like that. Here's one of the games I was talking about in the last video yesterday, actually. Awaken Astral Blade looks pretty good. Looks almost like a cross between Afterimage and Frontier Hunter. So that game might be pretty cool. A Sister's Journey. I'm pretty sure that's a Metroidvania. There's a game called The Soldat with Twin Arms. I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know if they're trying to say The Soldier with Twin Arms or what. I don't know what that game is. Contract Rush. I don't even know what that is. Coven, I think, is like a immersive sim or like a boomer shooter or something. Droid Escape. I feel like I typed that wrong. Crano Rebirth. I don't know what some of these are. Corsair's Madness, I think, is a cool looking action platformer. Fountains is like a top-down Tunic sort of game. Might not be on the level of Tunic, but it does look pretty fun. Dagada's Story. I think that's an action platformer. Slave Zero X is that character action 2D side-scroller. Rin the Last Child is another one that looks sort of like Awaken Astral Blade. It's another one that looks like it plays somewhat like Afterimage or Eterna Noctis or something, or Hollow Knight. So that game looks like it might be fun. There's a lot of games entering that space, specifically in 2023. So far, after looking at some stuff, I think I actually might be more excited about 2023 than I was about 2024. But mostly because I played Resident Evil in the beginning of the year, and that was like my big game of the year, so I wasn't that interested in most of the stuff that came after. But next year we got basically for sure Rivals 2. We have all of these indie games that I'm listing off and more. Most of these are going to come out, I would assume, because a lot of these games were supposed to come out years ago. So if they're still putting that date on there, I would assume. Pretty safe to say a lot of these are coming out. So there's something like coming out in April. I don't remember exactly what game it was. That looked really fun. Was it Gestalt? Steam and Cinder, I think it's called. What other game? We got some more games. Ember Bane. I don't remember what that one is. I think it was an action platformer. Tozuha Knight, which it looks like a new Metroidvania from the Tozuha. I don't know if that's a series of games that I don't know about. Trophy Knight. It's another interesting looking Metroidvania. Anomaly Agent, Crypt Custodian. Crypt Custodian looks really interesting. It's another of those Tunic, or like, what's that game called? Oh, I forgot what that game was called. Hyper Light Drifter, that's what it's called. Looks interesting. Anathema, I don't know. Kobu. I think that one's a Metroidvania. Anima Flux, don't know that one off the top of my head. Exophobia, Gestalt, we already said that. Isles of Sea and Sky, and Elementalist, another one that looks sort of like, well, obviously it's a 2D Zelda-like with elemental powers. But it looks kind of like what I would have wanted from Arrow Heart. I do like the game Arrow Heart. I think it was overpriced, but it's a good game. I do want to go back to that game because from what I played, it was actually pretty fun. And I feel like it was one of those games that, because of its price, kind of got hated on. And here's a couple other games just to think about that they were announced in 2023, and then they basically went silent. So, Bushiden, I think that's a Metroidvania with samurai and shit, but I might be wrong about that. Rune Fencer Ilya went quiet. Akatori says they're coming out with Chapter 1. That game could be good, but it is one of those games where we haven't really seen any gameplay. We've only seen early, like, art, or early, like, animation. Like, pixel art animation from it. So, like, yeah, the animation looks good, but you haven't shown us any gameplay, so it could be another case of, like, the Imp of the Sun, or, like, a game where like at first look the graphics look nice, but then it just turns out to be like more of a dead game. I'm not insulting Imp of the Sun. That game might actually be good. I don't know. That was just a general impression from it. Cosmic. I think that one has a subtitle. Forsaken Castle was another game that looks like it could be a really good Metroidvania, but it's not really getting developed for, so there's something to keep in mind. I'm pretty sure there's been no news on Castle in the Darkness 2 for, like, ever, so I don't even want to go look at the Twitter because it'll probably piss me off, or whatever. Kickstarter, or whatever they got on it. Antipole DX, I think that was an interesting platformer where you, can flip the gravity of the room and shit. It looks pretty fun. Being and Becoming, obviously that game went radio silent. Slovenia, that was another interesting looking Metroidvania that went silent. Blazing Strike went silent. So those are a couple games that they still might surprise us and come out and be good games, but they went silent for sure. So that's a little bit. Maybe I'll have some more to talk about, but that's just, a short list, or I guess it's not really that short, like 50 games almost already. Or maybe not 50, but like 25 games. And a lot of those are really promising. Some of the highlights I would say off the top of my head, like what's going to be good. Eternal Luctus, Momodora is obviously going to be good. Sandro Gomez is going to be good. Crude looks like it's going to be good. Sulaco looks like it's going to be decent. Phantom Fury looks like it's going to be good. Bow Path of the Teal Lotus looks like it's going to be good. Awaken looks like it's going to be a decent. I don't know if it's going to be good. Sometimes it's just too hard to tell off the video. Slave Zero X looks like it's going to be decent at least. Might be really good. It's got a cool style to it. So yeah, there's a lot of games here that look like that are going to be like safe bets for something that's going to be really good. And if we get lucky and like Crowsworn and Hollow Knight Silksong and like maybe one or two other Metroidvanias come out, like Being and Becoming, for example, something that's really good and surprising, it could quickly be the best year for Metroidvanias ever. It's not that hard to top, because mostly it's been like, what, Hollow Knight 2017, Blasphemous came a few years after, Guacamelee back then. There was never like a definitive year since 2017 where it was just insane, you know, with Metroidvanias. Afterimage is arguably the best one from 2023. Soldiers was, I think that was a 2022 game. Soldiers was really good. There were some other good ones. I think 2022 was actually a pretty good year for Metroidvania. There were a couple ones that looked really good, and then they kind of ended up being duds, though, honestly. I don't want to hurt, or I don't want to attack those developers too much, because I do, you know, any developer that makes a bad game, like, I don't hate them, you know, as long as they didn't lie. If they made a game that doesn't appeal to me, and I don't think it's that good, and I already bought it, and the price wasn't that much, I would definitely give that developer a chance again if I seen a game in the future, you know what I mean, that was good, that looked like it was good. I'm not like that, especially not with indie games. I'm more like that with, like, expensive-ass games. But yeah, Rune Fencer Ilya is another one where there's a good chance it actually ends up coming out 2024. And adding to the list of really insane Metroidvanias. And, you know, it's kind of stupid just to bunch up Metroidvanias and that's the only type of indie game you care about for the year. Or, like, that's the only... Because there's games like Flynn, Son of Crimson, and Bell Boomerang, and... even like Zelda-likes. There's a lot of other games that are very similar to Metroidvanias that give you a lot of those vibes, and you know what I mean. And I would argue, like, if a bunch of games like that came out, like Sandro Gomez, stuff like that, if those games came out again, I would almost add that to the list of great Metroidvanias, you know what I mean? Like, or like that year would be debatably a good year of Metroidvanias just because there was other games that were very similar to Metroidvanias that also, I guess, added to the, you know what I mean? Anyways, not that that matters that much, but it's just something I think about. Is that I've never just been a I prefer Metroidvanias a lot of the times, but there's a lot of ways to make a game, you know? And it only takes a couple RPG elements to make something go from feeling like a Mario to feeling like a Zelda, Metroidvania, Mario-esque fusion of all those kind of games. I actually got to turn down this... Oh crap! I'll turn down my speakers so the volume doesn't go too quiet for you. I'm not actually gonna do much commentary here, though. Not really in the mood. I just wanted to do my indie game roundup, and I am gonna be doing heavy research on indie games within the next 2 months or so, just so that so I'm well informed, I guess. Because my channel, I would say, is becoming more of a news channel. A lot of people come here for new news on video game, for new news on indie games and stuff. I'm actually not too excited for, I already talked about this, but I just want to say it again because it's true. I'm not too excited for any type of AAA games next year. The only one that's really on my mind is Final Fantasy, and I'm still not even that excited for it. Because I don't really like how Square Enix makes their action RPGs. I just never really have been entertained by them. Kingdom Hearts 2 back in the day was fun. Kingdom Hearts 1 was kind of dumb by comparison. Not that, at the time when Kingdom Hearts 1 came out, don't get me wrong, it was great, but, you know, within 4 years it was already hella dated, honestly. I don't even know what I'm doing around here. Or just meandering. Oh, duh. And I climbed back up there when I went there. Oh my god, I knew something. I knew I was missing some bullshit. What are these guys doing in here? The secrets in this game are... There's just a lot of them. And it really feels like when you get one, like, hey, this is gonna help me later on, you know? So, like, you actually feel like your effort was worth something. Oh, we already did this. I don't exactly remember where to go, and there's... this is the problem with not playing the game altogether, man. Like, the second you fucking miss some of it. Like, I don't remember any of the layout of what was going on. But I know before I stopped playing yesterday or whenever I was playing, that I was, like, ready for this shit. Did we fall down? God damn it, I don't remember. It looks like the map is completed, but I don't know. Alright, I guess we're gonna try to fall down. I think that was like a fall down spot, right? And then we'll try to check out this other stuff down here. Unfortunately, I don't remember what I did. I don't usually like playing Metroidvanias like this. When I start getting lost and stuff, I just want to rush through some areas, but this game's good enough that I don't really want to rush. For example, Time Spinner, once I sort of realized that game was like very bare bones, I sort of just stopped caring about it. I don't even know if I'll ever finish it. Hopefully I do at some point. The sequel for that game, or like the spiritual sequel, looks like a lot more of a finished product. Time Spinner just kind of feels like a demo, honestly. And it sucks because there's a lot of potential there. Time Spinner was like one of the first indie Metroidvanias after Hollow Knight that I looked at, and I was like, oh shit, Metroidvanias are getting sick. And it was fun for the first few hours, but it kind of ends up frustrating you because you just want so much more from it. At least that's how I felt with that game. Yeah, we pretty much did all this crap. Something tells me I already fell down this hole over here, too. Oh my god, where am I? How do I do this every time? Someone just bit the dust. It's like you walk an inch and suddenly you've gotten super far away from what you were going for. Well, there can't be too much down here because this is like... Oh, what the hell are you? Oh, I thought he only dashed. Okay. It's got a licking attack as well. Yeah, this game with just enemy AI that was just a step above. Not that there aren't some threatening enemies, but you take this exact game and you level up these enemies, and this game automatically like enters the godliest tier of Metroidvanias, I think. For me, that's what it feels like. Oh shit. Where the hell are we landing? Oh, we got some water. There's a very good chance at some point I'll get frustrated and switch controllers and have to remap everything and stuff. What the hell are you? You're like a water dude. Ah! Damn it. Could ever tell, like, when some of these enemies don't let you bounce the projectiles? Well, now we're slashed up from, like, one hit from this guy. Oh, everything down here is giving me loads of experience. What's with the gravity on this shit, dude? What am I looking at? Damn it. Wait, what? You're not just letting me do this, are you? Oh my god. That's so weird. I don't know if they just designed it so that you could come here at slightly earlier or something. The hell'd you go? Huh. I don't know why my character wasn't attacking. Well, where the hell are we, man? What is with these, like, unnamed places and shit? We're nowhere close to Misty Waters yet. Piece of shit. Oh, these guys are tilting as fuck. I'm just doomed to fail, I guess. We might actually have to dip into our health potion stores eventually. Oh, never mind. One of these confluency juicy juicers. Alright, we got our teleport out of here at least. No! I must receive full payment. Blue gel? What is this? Tales of Symphonia? Here's a mini-boss. Or a boss. And this is like a whole optional area right now. And I could, if I wanted to, I could probably level up like 3 times here really fast. Oh my god, look how fast I'm leveling up. It was just like going slow like 3 hours ago. It was going really slow. Now it's like... There's a couple enemies is leveling me up. They're doing mad damage right now though. Which makes me... Oh, I like canceled the heal somehow. I wonder what was going on here. Hopefully we didn't miss too much in this area. Sure, we missed a secret by now, but... For animal husbandry, what the fuck? And I gotta scroll with my mouse? Oh my god. Gel swordsman. He doesn't give a shit for experience. Are you from Yoshi's Island? Oh, he poked himself. Yeah, but there's a boss battle over there. I'm probably gonna have to use a health potion on it. Well, there's this whole area to the right here. I think I'm going for the boss fight. Some Hollow Knight spikies. They actually look pretty sick. Backtrack Central right there. Uh-oh. What the fuck did I get myself into? Oh, Backtrack Central, I got myself into. Yo, bullshit. Ow! I wonder what that means. Is he like too high leveled for me? But it doesn't matter because I got some overpowered shit. Fucking A. Drink up a health potion again. Bruh. I wish I fought that boss. Okay, so I don't know a way up over there, but I might be able to get back up here somehow. Fight that boss. Do a little bit more and then hop off. That's you. Well, shit. Now we're like forced and desperate for the save point. And things were looking a little easy on this game now. It's looking a little tough sometimes, dude. think they're trying to encourage me to go to the other area right now, but I don't know. I'm stubborn, you know me. Like to do things in the most backhanded or backwards ass, fucking annoying ass way. Alright, where's my boss? Adriel. Oh, you're weak as fuck. What the hell? Why is this guy so weak? We can dummy this guy, look at this. This guy's easier than these random enemies on that are out there. Oh, he means business right now. What's that? Is that a cool new weapon? Or is it a water device of some kind? No, this is a blade, isn't it? So we got... what's this? Bronze blade, which we're about to get rid of. For the flow cutter, which does more damage, but isn't going to work on some of these enemies, probably. When gently held in the hand and examined closely, it makes you feel that it can... That's kind of weird. I feel like they could have wrote that a little better. I ain't complaining them. Also, they could probably make it so... it looks cool, but they probably could have made it like splash water or something. A little bit. Ow. Cut the flow off of your jutsu, asshole. Yeah, like that enemy was very easy relative to the enemies... I'm sorry, that boss was easy. Relative to these enemies around here. Ow. Wait. Oh, they're taking less damage, but it doesn't matter because it hurts so much that it's fucking them out with it. There's like blue text coming out of there. Okay, is this how I get to that? I need to get some sort of water shit so I can get this red item that I seen. Oh, here's something. Ow. Fuck you. About to have a billion health potions for the first boss that pisses me off. Oh my god. The sword, or these swords should be really good the second I get out of this water area. Nothing's going on down there. Oh wait. Yes there is. That guy seems like he's taking normal damage. I don't know though. Thought I was cutting off the flow of water. This water don't give a fuck. Hey, it works for me. What the hell is this? I have no clue where this gets equipped in. I have no boots. My fucking boots are wet. No. Oh, I know what this is. And does it go by the blades? Oh, that sounds interesting. That'll be a little fun thing to figure out, most likely. I wonder what the hell this scroll got me. The whip? Where the hell is this fucking... Oh, do I need to read this shit or something? Hey man, I want to take a nap. Whenever I feel like actually taking a walk, I always end up wanting to take a fucking nap, dude. Annoying. Wait, what? Why can't I read this? Oh, okay. This is a good item I got, I just don't know what. Oh, and I probably can't even use it quite yet. Until I get closer to these endpoints. Okay. I was wondering why they were sending me all the way over here. Uh-oh, what the fuck is this? Oh my god, is that really what they wanted me to do? Ooh, no, you didn't. I'm gonna miss my Blackwood. Oh, fuck you. Maybe this one's better to upgrade. It looks pretty cool. I was hoping for a bigger jump, but I don't really need that much more damage anyway. We're already doing good damage. I do want that item, though. It's not happening. Alright, I got the other side of that. I remember seeing that. Ah! Oh, he double crunched me and he chased me down there somehow. Oh, this sword's doing some extra damage on those guys. Alright, now we one-tap these dudes. It'll be interesting to see what ends up being some of my favorite games next year, but I really didn't expect this game to be one of my... I wasn't even going to get this game. I thought it was just kind of like... almost like a more generic version of Magenta Horizon, but this game is actually... not like that at all, honestly. Those guys like have more defense or something? Defense? I don't know. I feel like I'm doing really good on money, but you never know. Never know with these guys. Save point. Oh. Okay, birdie bird. Is this connecting me to the... Okay, so I could have gotten here another way if I didn't find that secret. And there's still a bunch of shit to explore this way, which I don't know if I'm going to get to in this episode, unfortunately, because I'm kind of tired. I love when you just hit them with like the smallest thing and they go flying. It'd be kind of nice if there was like an impact noise, like when they went flying, if it was just a little bit more satisfying. I feel like that wouldn't be too out of the question. Okay then. I need to time this shit good. Oh man. Hey, just the thing that this game really, what you know, like you could sit there and complain about some of the shortcomings all day, but oh god, there's a route down there too. I guess we're going back. And you could definitely skip a lot of these extra little spots I go to, but I like to visit them all because it just kind of emphasizes what I'm saying, and it's just like... Where this game shines is that it actually has a big map. Like, there's so many Metroidvanias now, and almost every single one of them, like even Hollow Knight kind of has like a small map. Like, you can, once you know where you're going, it's like so small. And you could argue, like, yeah, some of the platforming is a little flat in this game. Some, you know what I mean? But there's just so much more. And the quality is still very high that it kind of destroys a lot of the other Metroidvanias of the era, I guess. In my opinion. Like, yeah, Hollow Knight has better combat sometimes, but Hollow Knight has one weapon. You know what I mean? It's not like this combat is bad by any means, so it's like... I don't know, you could start arguing games like this and Eterna Noctis might even be better than Hollow Knight. And like, we just like games like Hollow Knight because it gives us that sense of nostalgia a little bit more and stuff. Now that we went there and got this sword, though, we're like... That's another thing. It's just like, I went ahead, I got this sword, and now I, like, destroy everyone in this earlier area. These guys just get shredded now, I bet. No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I want you... Yeah, look at these guys aren't like leveling me up at all, I feel like. My potion. Alright, where are we going here? Well, I wasn't gonna explore much more, but maybe we could check out this spot possibly, and then some of this. It's also nice to have a game where level 30 isn't the end of the game, you know what I mean? A lot of games now... Oh, didn't mean to do that. A lot of games nowadays are just... They feel like that. It's like when you get to level 15, like, you're almost done with the game, you know? Oh, fuck. Should have fucking known, dog. It's all good. We go backtracking this way. Because we got this nice dash. Ah, really? You gonna tease me like that, though? How the hell do I get up there? I need some new power, bro. What's all this right here? Probably a damn secret somewhere up in these catacombs. Yeah, but this game definitely has some of that Eterna Noctis going on, where it's like there's a lot. You can really pick and choose the mid game, like what route you want to go and stuff. And because that water boss was so easy and he gave me such a good sword, like now I'm kind of OP. If I wasn't already. Yeah, let's check around here for a bit and putz around, and I might head out pretty quick here. I'm getting a little sleepy. Come on, you ain't getting that past me. They call me Mr. Secrets guy. I'm big on the secrets. Yeah, but I remember all this. I'm just backtracking. Pointlessly so. Wait, what's over to the left here, then? Wait. What's that? No, I already read that. Am I just not know how to read not know how to read map? I can't tell. Does that mean there's a secret right there? Looks weird. This game with a little bit more of a 3D pop to some of it, I feel like would be so crazy. Because it already looks really good. But if like some of these elements just had a little bit more 3D to them, a little bit more depth, I feel like it would just be insane. Like it would be one of the best looking 2D games of all time then. But yeah, it already does look great though. Oh, hello. And you're strong against water for some reason? Oh, that guy's like a weakling now. They must have already been down here. I don't even mean to do that. Ah! Yeah, see, I'm doing less damage, or I'm doing like reduced damage, I think, against some of these guys, and it just still wrecks them. And we can always reset our talent points if we get some endgame weapons that we like. I suppose I could... What the hell is this? We gotta, like, break that down somehow. And where are we? Is this close to the town? Not really. This world is crazy, dude. You think? No. Oh, it's freaking crazy, man. It's so easy to get lost. I'm already lost again just for falling down here. A little treasure route, maybe? Uh-oh, what's that? Transforms your weapon into another weapon. I have no clue how to get that right now. And that's just money, I believe. We're probably rounding up on a boss at this point. Check out what's going on up here a little bit more. Ah! I'm gonna try to jump off the enemy and go somewhere, but I don't see where to go. No clue. Looks like there's nowhere to go there. Some bullshit around here. Probably just connects to the way we're going anyway, though. Like how you can, like, cancel that slide. Can't do that with a dash. Some Castlevania type of shit. What's going on here? Another puzzle area, or like an item puzzle area? Ah, you would. Whoa, what the fuck? Some of these enemies be doing some questionable things. Weapon? I knew you was giving me that. Could feel it. This is one of those optional little areas. Yeah, we might sell up some of those weapons too. Just to see how much money we can collect. And we can head down here. And I shouldn't be going this way because it's a dead end. And possibly a dead end, I don't know exactly. They make it feel like I could get up there, but doesn't seem to be the case. And another fucking save point. Which means, like I said, there's probably a boss coming up. Just about time for the end of the episode. We're thrashing now, too. That fucking cherry of deliciousness. The boss over here. We got quite a few of those. I feel like we're doing good on those. Could be wrong, there might be a jillion of them, but I've seen that before in games where I thought I, like, collected everything, and then no, I wasn't even close. Seems like we're gonna get some cool platforming powers in this game. I was already happy with how the game was going. I don't know if there's something up there. You're supposed to, like, use this guy. That's what it feels like they're doing to me, but I don't want to fucking mess with that guy. The dick bag. Seems like that's only good if you're, like, ending the combo with that. Ooh, that guy gave me fucking hell XP. This shit's getting scary. What are you? Oh god. And this boss fight. Let's see if this is a backtrack spot. Oh god. Ooh! I don't even want to go in here. It looks like a boss fight. This is obviously where we're supposed to go. No, I don't know. Oh, is this the coin girl? She's not up yet. We gotta find a, like, way to wake her up or something. I wonder what we get for all of our troubles. And look, she's got, like, these fancy treasure chests and shit. Oh, what is over here? You can, like, move with your slash. I wonder how that works. There's a guy down there. Is that our dude? Ow. Oh, we're doing really good on health potions now, I think. That guy looks kind of cool. Beat up as shit. Oh, we got ghosts and a fucking haunted town and shit. Oh, this is looking pretty sick. Oh, this might be a good shit for a next episode here. Fortunately, because it looks pretty fun, but I do like saving a nice. Okay, this guy is probably gonna tell us what's going on or something.
You again. Are you heading to the haunted town for some adventure as well? I've heard there's a lot of creepy events happening.
Oh, cool. I was wondering when they were going to show us what those texts meant.
An inn with no guests and a cursed antique store. You can almost smell the secrets hiding in the town.
Oh, there's going to be so many goodies. Hola, what the fuck?
Don't worry, Brenda. The most intriguing truths always hide beneath the most mystical happenings. And our Carsa Brenda duo is here to shine. Let's go. Right, this is for you. Maybe you'll find some use for it. Good luck, you two.
What's you got for me?
And he's gone again.
Tree radish meat stew. Are these red things? Okay, I can't go that way. Another backtracky. There's so many of those in this game, but I do see why they, like, need them, but it's, like, crazy how many there are. I think we're gonna save here just because it seems like a decent spot to stop. I thought maybe there would be a boss fight. And there's not. And I can't go to the left. Oh, wait. I can at least look over here, I think. Can at least do that. She's probably gonna wake up soon from that ghost town or something. Now, over here is probably a backtrack, right? Maybe. What's that? No. This game's fun. It really makes me want to play Axiom Verge as well. It's another one of those games where it has these types of things where it's like interesting gates and shit that just really makes you wonder, like, when the hell am I gonna open that? And how the hell am I gonna open that? Oh, here, what do we got? I don't know anything about this elevator, though. Okay, I thought this might be a backtracky sort of elevator. Wait, what? Oh. Another save point, okay. Where the hell am I now? This is what I'm talking about, dude. It just goes on and on, it's crazy. Like, I like it, especially as a Metroidvania fan who has never had a map that was this crazy. Like, it even dwarfs Metroid Dread, and that map is fucking confusing. Here's another fucking elevator. You can't make this shit up. This is obviously some fast way to get back to the village or something, or get back to some of those earlier areas. And here's a whole nother section we're gonna have to check around and explore. I guess we got the save point here. I mean, I ain't complaining, but the game is really taxing on, like, my memory of how to progress and stuff. Like, my idea of, like, where I'm going next and everything is just always getting confused on this game. Well, I thought I was cutting the water, but I just cut a wall. Okay, so we got this backtrack. Now, was there water at some point where I had to cut through it? Or was that was the spot I thought it was water? I gotta open this fucking gate now. For some reason. It'd maybe cool if you could, like, change the dash color, because it's like yellow streaks and stuff like that. Wait, what? Okay, I guess not. So we're gonna save here, and there's a whole backtracky elevator here that might bring me to some goodies. It's probably what we'll check out first next time. I don't know what this completion means, so that's not even right. I don't know. It's a little confusing, a little bit frustrating, but if you can look past that, it's just pretty much undebatably better map design than a lot of other Metroidvanias. Like, yeah, there's a lot of flat ground, there's a lot of flat platforms here and there. But like I said, if you can look past a couple small things like that, there's just so much to love about this game. I'm not even, like, easily won over by Metroidvanias. I'm picky. There's a lot of them that I just, like, bought and won't even touch because I'm picky. This one's just, it's easy to, like, I was tired and I didn't even feel like playing, and that was already just fun to just do that right there, that little session. And a game you can play, like, when you don't feel like it and you're tired and it still ends up being fun is, I don't know, man, it's just, for the price, it's, I don't see how you could ever give this a negative review, you know. For the price, it's fucking, you can't ask for much more, honestly. Like, what the hell do you want for 10 bucks, you know what I mean? These people are crazy. They want this game to be like a $100 game, and they want it for 10 bucks, and it has to be better than Hollow Knight 3, and it has to have everything it has in it now, but also insane enemy AI, insane 100 new enemies, crazy new teleporting that makes the map easier to navigate, crazy new environmental changes where a lot of the ground is like, the verticality of it has changed and the slope of it has changed just to make things more varied. And then finally they would say, oh, it's a decent game, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, it's like, if it had all those changes, it would arguably be the best Metroidvania ever. Do I think this is the best Metroidvania ever? No, but do I think it shows potential for the future of the genre and possibly the best Metroidvania coming out in the next few years? Yeah, for sure. So, the fact that it can do that is a big win in my book. Like, that's a win, you know what I mean? Especially in a world where Hollow Knight comes out every 7 years, every 8 years. So it's, I mean, it's not like we're just loaded up on Hollow Knight games and Hollow Knight likes, Hollow Knight clones. There's really not that many that are good. And like, you could argue like, well, they stole all these ideas, this, and this from Hollow Knight, but does Hollow Knight have floating sharks? You know what I mean? Does Hollow Knight have spider monkeys? No. Does Hollow Knight have racist Aztec warriors? No. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean? It's like, there are some really lovable things about this game that Hollow Knight should probably steal, you know? And honestly, these graphics, the more I look at them, the less I care about how flat the 2D is, and the more I care about the detail and the animation quality on every little thing. And you know, like they could have just been lazy with these leaves down here. I can't point at them with the mouse. I was gonna, but even though like the leaves got a nice little animation, it's not lazily applied and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just everything. The water looks pretty nice. The water could be better, but it's not like I have a fucking 3090 and they're gonna add ray tracing to a 2D Metroidvania game, which, who the fuck knows? If you did like a 2.5D game that was much like this, with ray tracing and Unreal 5, like, it could be, like, sick. I feel like that's the route they're going. Like, they have that Prince of Persia game. I haven't looked at it, but that, you know what I mean? It feels like that's the route a lot of these developers are picking. Ezra's, what's that game called? Frontier Hunter, that new one coming out called Awoken Astral Blade, or what the fuck it's called. I already forgot the name of it. There's also a game with a similar name. It's like Astral Tier or something like that. I don't know. That I didn't have on my wish list. Ascent. I don't remember. I think I'm just gonna zip outside for a little walk before it gets too dark, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Yeah, Awaken Astral Blade. I don't know, like, you know, maybe Frontier Hunter is kind of bad, maybe Heroine Anthem is kind of bad. Sort of like that Dust and Elysian Tale game where it's like, if you don't like spectacle combat, it might not be your kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, that's, for me, that's what I feel like the problem is. I like position-oriented combat and, you know, bread and butter hack and slash with timing elements, but I'm not really a fan of, like, combo. I got Vernal Edge because it looked different, and I still want to give that game a shot because I feel like it's one of those underrated games. But at the same time, I'm not really a fan of combo fighters when they don't have insane execution. I like insane execution. If you're gonna put a combo fighter, it's gotta have, like, crazy execution. And the combos can't be, like, the only thing you ever do, you know? Those two requirements are, like, there for me, I feel like. I mean, you could have, like, Cookie Cutter and some of these other new Metroidvanias look like they could be pretty fun, even with that combo style fighting and everything, but I still haven't played a game or seen a game that, like, blew me away with the combos. Vernal Edge was actually looking pretty good, and then it ended up with pretty bad reviews, so. But it was cheap, and I want to give it a shot anyway, you know. I bet it'll at least be fun. Yeah, I bet it'll at least be better than Tarnishing of Juxtia, so. Even if I don't end up liking the game in the long run, I guarantee it's gonna be better than that fucking game. So anyway, I'm just messing around. The health potions are kind of cracked on this game, though, I will say that. It just kind of feels like I could beat the last boss right now if I had to by abusing health potions, but I might be wrong, but Yeah, this game, the more I play it, like I said, the more I get excited for the future of Metroidvanias, the more I get excited for Hollow Knight, the more I get excited for Crowsworn, all those new ones. The more I get excited for Eterna Noctis, Eterna Summum, Eterna Luctus or whatever. Those games instantly become more exciting because I'm playing this game, because I'm having fun, because those games have some elements that this game doesn't have. Like, those games have arguably better platforming in some ways than this game. Not that this game has complete trash platforming or anything. It's pretty fun. It's not as good as as some of the areas in Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight, you could argue, though, when it's not doing platforming, it's kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Like, because the area, for example, the areas are really small, so it's not really easy to get lost in that game ever. And there's like 2 dark areas in the whole game that you might get lost, and besides that, you're probably not getting lost. And then, like, some of the best platforming is at the end of the game when you might not even feel like playing the game anymore because you did so much in the game and there's barely anything left. So it's like, you're not going to be that motivated to finish the Path of Pain. And that's another thing, the Path of Pain is sick, but the Path of Pain has, like, no checkpoints, and it's a one-off, long-run experience, so it's not like you can just go in and have fun, do parts of it and stuff. You're, like, stuck doing the whole thing. There's just a lot of things looking back, like, they were great in Hollow Knight at the time because no other Metroidvania really did this type of shit. The nail bouncing is so fun. It's so satisfying when you get that timing down and you just feel like you're really good at it. Keyword feel. I'm just messing around. But, and then no game has topped that since then, and hopefully I think that's what everyone's waiting for, is a game that, like Eterna Noctis, like potentially Silksong, is that next level blending of platforming, skill-based platforming with cool mechanics like slicing spikes and stuff to keep yourself afloat, things like that. It doesn't have to just be that. That's just an idea, you know what I mean? I'd actually prefer if I was blowing bubbles like fucking Mario and I was popping off the bubbles or something. Like, that'd be sick, you know what I mean? And again, that's why they should make Nintendo Metroidvanias, like Mario and Donkey Kong and Zelda put into Metroidvanias would be sick. They wouldn't even have to be like whole, like they could just be concept short mini games and then turn into something bigger possibly later on. I don't see what's holding them back from that so hard, but that's just me. I might actually hop on Eterna Noctis before I finish this game. Like, we'll see how... Like, I might get a little tired of this game and be like, well, I want to take my new motivation and spin it over to... Or transition it over to Eterna Noctis for a little bit. That might be what happens. I don't know. Because that's one of those games where it's like you kind of need a lot of inspiration to finish it, because it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to find out where to go. It's kind of cryptic. You might get stuck on a boss that's fucking actually impossible for where you're at, and you get absorbed into trying to beat it early and stuff. So I just don't really see that happening on this game, especially on the normal difficulty, but I don't know. But yeah, like, for example, I paid, like, what, $13 for this game or something? And I've already played, what, like 7-8 hours, and I'm excited to play more. You know, I'm not even close to stopping yet. I could easily play this for 10 more hours and not even, you know, might not even need a break there yet. And that was like $13, right? And then, and it's new too. It's not like I had to wait a few years for this price to drop down. But then you got games like Time Spinner, which looked really fun, and they were fun for a little bit in the beginning, but they end up being extremely short. If you actually know where you're going, you can beat the game as a casual in like 4 hours. I haven't beat it because I putzed around in the game and played it slowly, because I thought it was going to be longer while I was playing it. And then I started looking at reviews, and I was like, oh, most of these people beat this game after like 5 hours. 4 hours, some of them, 6 hours, a lot of the other ones. So it's like, I've already gotten more content and arguably better content than a lot of Time Spinner. Time Spinner started off really strong. Like, it had this cool castle section and some multi-pathing Metroidvania feels, but then it ends up, everything kind of falls apart. Like, there's just not that much content, there's not that many bosses, not that many enemies, not that many areas. The story wraps up really quick. Like, it builds up, exciting for the first few hours, and then it's already wrapping up. Once you find out that you're near the end of the game, you kind of lose all your motivation to go do any side quest or anything, because it's like, well, the game's kind of small, so why am I doing the few side quests that are here as I'm pretty much done. But yeah, it's an interesting game to talk about, because it did a lot of things right that other Metroidvanias don't do right. But then it still kind of flopped in a big way. Probably, it mostly flopped probably because it was like made by one guy or something. It's not because the guy wasn't good enough to make the game. Like, he clearly had the ideas and the skill to make a game that was fully like a fucking Hollow Knight, basically. You know what I mean? He clearly had that, because it's one of the closest games where it like has that Castlevania Aegolos pixel art that looks fucking sick. That Game Boy Advance fucking pixel art. Has the nice mechanics to the fighting. Has some good enemies. Has some good boss battles. Has some really good RPG elements. Yeah, that game, it's an interesting game to talk about for sure, though. And even though I'm frustrated with the the end game of it, and maybe the length of the game and stuff, I still think it's a great game. Blows fucking Tarnishing of Juxti out of the water, that's for sure. That game was like the first one that I bought, and I was like, oh shit, they make bad indie games? I don't like being mean to developers too, because I still wish the developers the best. Like, that's just how I am as a gamer, but... oh, goddamn. And that game, another one that actually did have potential, and it just... certain things didn't connect. And there's still some fun there if you're really, like, diehard, like, Salt and Sanctuary... Metroidvania fan who really likes the Souls-like difficulty and stuff. There's definitely still some fun there. It's just, for someone like me who's so invested into so many games, and I'm always looking for the next new games to get me hyped about the future of games, that one's just like going nowhere. One thing I would say about this game is there could be a little bit... because most of the interactivity... there could be a little bit more interactivity with the environment. Because most of the interactivity is just like Hollow Knight copycats, Like, whether it's a backtracking wall that you broke down, or it's a hidden area behind a hidden enclosure, or it's a platforming sequence that's very similar to another platforming sequence, or it's a jump sequence where you got those floating propeller guys. A lot of it is like Hollow Knight, or straight ripped from Hollow Knight. So then it's like, if they could have a game that's like this, but then have a little bit more unique interactivity, I can't say that word. Interactiveness? I don't fucking know. A little bit interaction, is that it? A little bit more interaction with the environment. Like, maybe you can climb a tree, or maybe there's some vines you can secretly slice, or maybe there's a switch you press somewhere and it changes the flow of some water, just stuff like that. that would just like set this game off. That would be the, you know, that icing on the cake sort of effect. But anyways, that's some stuff about indie games and some stuff about Afterimage. Some how I've been feeling about the game. I don't know how many more commentaries I'm going to do. Probably not much for this game, if any. Kind of just feel like playing it for the rest of it. But it was definitely a fun game to talk about and explore. It's one of those games where even when I get lost, like, I'm still excited to search through the world, you know? Whereas when I get lost in like a soldiers or something, it can get pretty frustrating, you know? Going through this route of enemies over and over that are kicking my ass, and just for some reason I can't find where to go. And I just, you know, this one you come back into it and you're like, there's so many routes that you can actually take and everything that you get excited. You're like, I wonder where I'm gonna end up today. Like today I fell off a secret cliff and I fell into a boss battle and I got a sword early. Then I found a secret path back to the area where I was supposed to be at, and I found a bunch of these save point massive tree. And I basically found the like interconnected part of the whole map right here, where it's like elevator up, elevator up, elevator, you know what I mean? Like this part of the map connects some of the biggest areas to each other, for, you know what I mean? If I wanted, I could go back and search for a couple of power-ups and go to the town and see what was up. Upgrade some weapons if I wanted to. And that, you know what I mean? If I had more time, I would play the game on the hard difficulty and I would do stuff like that. But I try to make the difficulty like perfect for me, and that means normal difficulty, but maybe I don't use potions, or maybe I don't upgrade weapons. Maybe I don't use all my talents, stuff like that. That's how I like to do games for my channel. Like I said, if I had an infinite fucking time in my life, I would definitely play more games on the hard difficulty and show you guys the slow, methodical way of beating those games. And learning that myself as well. But yeah, it's not realistic. I really would only do that for something like a Hollow Knight Silk Song, like a once in a decade sort of game. But yeah, I'll catch you guys down the road with some more Afterimage gameplay. I'm most likely playing this game every day until Momodora comes out, so should be a lot of episodes. And hopefully I can finish up this game too, like on the first burst. I don't end up like backburnering the game for 6 months or a year. Or 2 years. But yeah, this has been fun. There's something I wanted to mention that I was going to hop into a new game, but I can't really remember now. And I'll catch you guys down in some more episodes down the road. And hopefully 2024 brings us a lot of surprises early on. Like we get some release dates and everything early on. I don't know when the next big video game expo is going to be, but probably not for a bit here. Winter kind of slows down after the holidays for games, I feel like, and then in the spring it starts to pick up. And then summer obviously is one of the peaks. Yeah, I was definitely going to be back into Guilty Gear Strive and Grand Blue Fantasy Versus very soon, so if you guys are interested in those fighting games, they'll be a part of my channel very soon. You might see me at times like sweating extremely hard to try to get good at combos and things, so I can start playing against other humans and stuff. Is part of that tree cut off on the left? What is going on here? Oh, it's like it's hidden behind something. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I gotta get some water and relax, and I'm kind of sleepy. Oh, pet my dog. I'd like to sit here and putz around all day with you guys, but I got things to do, I got places to be, I got people to meet. Been having some interesting vibes, like some good things are coming my way, and went through some tough times with my family, and now things seem to be getting better, so I just feel like I should keep on the up and up as best as I can. I got back into some other stuff I was going to talk about. No Rest for the Wicked is a new action RPG from the developer of Ori and the Blind Forest. Looks really sick. Looks like it could be something that wins me over to those top-down isometric games because it brings in the Souls-like elements. So we'll see. That might be something that's really cool. 2024 preview. So I don't know if that's coming out in 2024 or what. Or that's just something they're working on in 2024. I'm kind of glad I saw that. Or that I got reminded of that. And yeah, we're gonna have some fighting games on the channel soon. I'm always careful with fighting games because sometimes, like, I get really attached to them, and then all of a sudden one day I wake up and I don't want to play it anymore. So that's why I'm always kind of distant from fighting games. But I do want to actually see how good I can get quickly at Strive and Grand Blue. So. And those are two of the ones that are mostly up my alley. They got all types of things, parries and cool tech and Roman cancels and sick combos. And the new Grand Blue looks like it, or it sounds like it has some new mechanics. Looks a little bit more my type of game than something like DNF Duel. I think DNF Duel was a cool game. It just sad that it didn't work out better. But you know, I got to move on. I can't sit there and be sad about some game I never played. I can't sit there and be sad about Smash Bros. Melee for never getting a sequel. I can't be, you know what I mean? Can't be sad that Smash Ultimate has been, like, quiet for the last 5 years, pretty much. Okay, but that's a little exaggeration, but still. I don't really care that much about DLC characters, you know. I like new games. I would have rather them stopped Smash Ultimate earlier and then started working on a new Smash. That's just how I am with it. I like new mechanics, I like new games, I like new stories, I like hype around things. Connecting with other people who are getting into that new thing. And when you got a game that sits there for an extra 3 years doing nothing, you know what I mean? It's pretty disappointing. Especially ones that have so much potential. And then again, Smash Bros. Or Ultimate would be more playable and sick if it had rollback netcode and it was on the PC, you know what I mean? Like, I probably wouldn't even care then, but the fact that it doesn't have rollback and I gotta pay Nintendo Switch Online, like, that's not gonna happen. I'm not fucking doing that, you know what I mean? I'm not paying for online to get shit on by 12-year-olds who never stop playing. And they got their mom to pay for it and shit. Like, no. Never, dude. But if you put it on rollback netcode, PC, crossplay, all of a sudden, I'm the biggest Nintendo fan in the world, you know. Anyway. Oh, my God, dude. Yeah, like I said, I'm doing some yoga. I'm like heavy back into it. I'm excited. I got a lot of plans. Gonna be doing lots of yoga with Adrian, yoga with Tim, Leslie Fightmaster's channel, hitting up all the videos on her channel that I didn't do. Should be a really good year for my health and yoga and everything. I feel a lot different as a person than I did the last, you know, arguably the last 5 years. So that's good, you know. But that don't mean life is free, you know. I still got to work for it and stuff. So yeah, maybe next time you see me, I'll be doing a turn of Noctis instead. Maybe I'll be doing something else, Islets or some boomer shooters. But I'll see you guys then. And yeah, new Azeron content as well. That's been on the back burner. But yeah, we're stepping up. 2024 should be a really great year for me and the channel and video games, and we'll see how things go. Much love to you guys, and catch you guys down the road. Peace out.